Hey, this is Garrett with the Ascent Performance Group, and today I want to talk to you about a book titled The Ultimate Gift by Jim Stovall. This book was written in 2001. It sold over 3 million copies, and was actually turned into a movie. And every year about this time, as this is being recorded, it's going into the holiday times. We're in November. And I think about it because in the movie that was made, there's a holiday scene in the movie, a Christmas scene. So it always reminds me of this book. And you can obtain the movie on either iTunes, Amazon Video, Netflix has it on disc. And it's a great family movie. You can watch it with your whole family, and there's some great lessons that we're going to talk about here today. So the main character of the book is Jason Stevens. And Jason is a trust fund kid. Jason just graduated from college, has all the money that any kid could need, and has a lot of friends because he has a lot of money. And then what happens is his great uncle, Red, passes away. And when Red passes away, so does the money. When everybody's called in for the reading of the will, all the family members are given some money except for Jason. And Jason's very upset by this. And what he's told is to come back at a different time, and Mr. Hamilton, the estate attorney, and Miss Hastings would talk to him. So he comes back later, and what Mr. Hamilton does is puts a video on. And what happened is Red had recorded a video because he had thought that Jason had something inside him, and he wanted to teach Jason some lessons. But before I do that and get into the lessons, I want to read just part of that first video that he shows to Jason. And in that, on page 22 in the book, and I won't read a whole lot of the book, one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was when I gave everyone in our family everything they thought they ever wanted. It took me many years to figure out that everything we ever do or know or have in this life is a gift from the good Lord. He has a special plan for each of us, and He has provided everything we need to fulfill that plan. I spent many years trying to achieve happiness or buy it for friends. Only as an old man did I come to learn that all happiness comes from the gifts that God has given us. Unfortunately, the money and possessions I spread around didn't help people to understand the gifts that have been provided for us. In trying to make up for all the times that I wasn't there, I gave them all material things. In doing so, I robbed them of everything that makes life wonderful. So many times, we have that guilt factor that you try to buy happiness, and in this case, Red figured out that didn't work. So what Red does is teaches Jason a bunch of lessons. In fact, he has 12 lessons that he wants to teach Jason, but he has a test every month. So these lessons are 30 days, so Jason spends a year of his life trying to learn these lessons. And the first lesson is the gift of work. And with the gift of work, Jason is sent to a friend of Red's, Gus, to his ranch, and Jason is put to work. When he does some really hard work, and that, if you've ever laid fence before and dug fence posts, that's what he does for a month. And at the end of the month, he's developed pride in his work and actually enjoys it, which he's really never worked a day in his life. So that was quite the gift. The second gift is the gift of money. And the challenge there is Jason's given $1,500 to help 5 different people and make a real difference in their lives. And at the end of the month, Jason actually gives away $1,800, $300 of it being his own. And then the third gift is the gift of friends. His challenge, he's charged with reporting Mr. Hamilton an example of true friendship that's demonstrated by his principles. So I'll let you watch the movie or read the book to learn about that one. The fourth gift is the gift of learning. Jason goes to South America to Howard Red Stevens Library to learn life lessons. There, Red had built a library and put books there so people could actually read the books. And when Jason goes there's not a whole lot of books on the shelves, and he's wondering why. Well, what Red had taught them is the books on the shelves aren't going to do a whole lot of good. If you want to learn, you got to read the books. So most of the books were out when Jason was there. Then the next lesson that he teaches him is he teaches him a lesson of the gift of problems. And the challenge was to go out and find people with problems in each state of each stage of life: a child, a young adult, a full-grown adult, and an older person, each experiencing a profound problem in their life. And then he was to come back and describe the benefits or the lesson from each of the specific situations, which he did at the end of 30 days. The sixth gift is the gift of family. On this one, Jason is sent to the Red Stevens Home for Boys. You can tell Red was a generous person in his years and had given money to, one, he had the library, and two, this Home for Boys. But these boys didn't have parents or a family, but what Jason learned is that they actually had more of a family than he had of a family and knew more about family than he did. And then the gift, number 7, is the gift of laughter. And his challenge was to find one person who has experienced difficulties or challenges in his or her life but maintains the ability to laugh. And what he did is he found a situation where a person was reading a magazine, but the person that was reading the magazine happened to be blind. So, and there was a laugh out of that. So you'll have to, again, read the book or see them, read the book for this one. And then there's the 8th. One of the things he did say, though, was sometimes in life you either laugh or you cry. I prefer to laugh. The 8th gift is the gift of dreams. Make a list of all that you want to do in this life, and then prioritize it to discover what you have as a passion in life. That's a good lesson for all of us. The challenge was to make that list, and he ended up making the list there. And then the next one is the gift of giving. And the more you give, the more you have. Abundance creates the ability to give. Giving creates more abundance. So abundance creates the ability to give. Giving creates more abundance. So the challenge was to give something else that is a gift from you. So he couldn't give money, so what he had to do is think up other gifts to give. And then the gifts that he gave, one, he gave a pint of blood. He helped a lady carry some boxes, told somebody about a sale. So there's different things that we can all do and learn from this lesson too that don't necessarily cost money, but they are giving. And then the 10th gift is the gift of gratitude. And here he had Red had a friend that had taught him this, whose mom had taught him, and it's called the Golden List. And the Golden List is to think of 10 things to be thankful for each day. So in the morning when this particular gentleman got up, he taught Red that I think of 10 different things that I'm thankful for every single day. And that's called the Golden List. The 11th gift is the gift of a day. And what Red tells Jason to do is plan how you live the last day of your life. So plan it out. And what he taught him is to learn how much can be packed into one simple day if you live that day as if it's your last. And then the 12th gift is the gift of love. And what Red says is anything good, honorable, and desirable in life is based on love. Real love only comes from God. So the challenge was to explore how love is involved in all the other 11 gifts that there are. Then for the ultimate gift, you have to read the book, you have to watch the movie, and learn what happens. So a quote from the book: in the end, a person is only known the impact he or she has on others. So do you have a plan for your life? Is it written out? One of the things that we do in our coaching program and that we cover is to help people put a plan together for their life. To learn more, contact me at coachjeffgarrett@gmail.com or on my website, www.theascentperformancegroup.com. Thanks, and remember to be great.